Yeah.
This fucking banjo guy is lit though. We're going live now.
Yeah.
We're going live, and oh boy, oh shit,
Oh no,
You
things
know what's
happened.
happening? You know what's happening is that some
What?
of the stream is still playing apparently here,
Oh
and I
well,
think
hopefully
it
that.
may be part of the live stream. Anyway, I'm going to get myself a cup of tea. Goodbye.
Hell yeah. That's how it's. I've co-opted the stream now. Now it is Fast Food Thursdays.
I, fi-
Yeah.
I finally got a USB sound card to replace the broke ass sound card in my laptop. So
Nice.
now my audio when I'm home should be slightly better.
I'm literally a fucking monkey that understands nothing about technology. So I'll take your word on that one. Cause I really don't know how computers work. I just
Well,
know that they run on smoke because when the smoke goes away, they stop working. Well, that's about it.
Hello,
Nice.
I have my cup of tea now.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
I'm doing up some baked potatoes because I'm gonna douse them in canned chili with a shit ton of cheese, and that's gonna be my meal for the day.
Damn, that sounds pretty delicious.
Chili, no cheese.
It's so wild to me that we live in a timeline where the Taliban is just a fantastic shit posters.
How is this unbelievable? Remember, and now everybody forgets this. Remember the fucking Azerbaijan Armenia shit? They had whole ass music videos and shit. They went diss tracks they were making against each other.
Yeah, they were like posting contrary memes to each other. It's
Yeah.
like it was like, yeah, Azerbaijan be like Armenian fans and Azerbaijan, the Azerbaijani Chad meme, and then like a couple hours later it'd be like the Armenian Chads versus the Azerbaijani soy boys. It was just.
I have this. The best one that I ever saw is basically. I think it was a. I don't know if it was I don't remember if it was a Chinese one mocking the Indians or the other way around. But it was just so like there was a lot of quality put into the animation, and it was just the like dumb childish bullshit. I stole this tweet. I just want to point out that I stole Tom's tweet.
Hell yeah, dude.
I stole this.
See, now this picture I just posted, I think the story behind this was like the hotel staff was told by the boss, "Oh, we got to do something for 9/11," and like somebody on the staff was like, "This is such bullshit. I'll put like the most shit posty thing we could do."
Yeah.
And so they proposed this, and the boss was like, "Yes, let's do this." And it's like, what? Yeah, you can get free mini muffins for 30 minutes.
Damn.
Hell yeah, dude.
How many can I take? Like, do I have to? Can I just take the whole tray and then eat them later?
I mean, I've done that before. I've done like what? Yeah, I've done that when I've gone to like conventions and shit, and they offer a free breakfast at the hotel. I've like just like taken like all the bacon.
Yeah,
and
dude,
like all the potatoes.
It's
and
a buffet.
They don't say anything. Yeah, they don't say anything about it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Actually, we need to. I'm sorry, we need to spread this meme by Tom. It's just this picture. I'm gonna later. I'm gonna be posting it in Australian servers.
I posted it in a few places, but yeah.
It's fucking. It may be the best thing that has ever come out of this server.
Did he make it?
I don't know, but in my head canon is that he did.
Yeah, hell yeah. It is fucking great.
Yeah, I think we have someone new in here. Or maybe Burrito Power has been on before. I don't know. Hello, Burrito Power. In either case, welcome to Fast Food Thursday.
I've been there before.
No, Burger. You see, you left for 10 seconds and I co-opted it, and now it's Fast Food Thursdays.
Okay,
that's today because you left.
Okay, we're gonna have to put on the armbands, the anarchist armbands.
Yeah, dude. Anarcho-Bidenists.
We're all Sigma males.
Yeah, dude. I'm beyond Sigma, dude. I'm a Ligma male.
Tom didn't. No, Tom, you did make it. Tom says he didn't make it. Just looking from another server. No, you did make it. You made it. I don't talk to me.
Yeah. We're gonna gaslight the universe into believing that Tom actually made it. Yeah. Whoever actually did will be upset.
Yeah.
Being freaking gay.
And by extension, I made it.
Right.
Yeah.
What's good, my fellow African American fellows?
Oh, hello there, I have to not say it. God damn, I was so close to saying it right there. Horrible.
Wait, what were you possibly going to say? Were you going to say the friend word by chance?
Yes, mate.
Yeah, the friend word.
The N-word, neighbor.
Yeah.
Yes, those are both friend words, but the friend word.
This is why I like. People say when I say I like country music, and people get really irritated by it. It's like, no, I know. It's like, I shot a lawman with his own gun and won an immortal holes in a poker game match with the devil. Type country music.
Yeah.
Wow, I actually made it to one of these for once.
Dude, same.
I mean, Kashi, there was a time and a place where you were here often.
Yeah, but work sucks. So yeah, there's that.
Yeah, it does. It fucking does.
Hell yeah, brother.
It's I have no new memes this week. I spent the whole week masturbating, basically. That's all I did.
Unfortunate.
That's fair.
Yeah, I started watching. My accent has become rather a bit more posh in the last few days because I've started.
You were saying? Go on.
Yeah,
So I started watching.
Chad spooks.
I started watching Downton Abbey, and it's been fucking up my accent.
Is it? Everybody's watching it, and I walked downstairs and my parents are watching it, and I'm like, this looks like the most boring shit I've ever seen.
It's on Netflix now. It's great. I fucking love it. It's not the best show I've ever seen. It's not even among the best shows I've ever seen, but it's very good. It is, however, all about like social drama in the early 20th century England. Rito, you are hot micing some like background noise. Are you in a car or something, or on the road? Or probably outside. A lot of people are outside when they do this. Freeze does this all the time. Oh, okay.
I do it all the time. I'm like, yeah, I'm in the middle of Utah and I'm in this stream.
Let me go to a wind tunnel. Hold up.
Yeah,
Let me go to a wind tunnel.
I have to. Can I use the wind tunnel? I need to do a Discord call.
Yeah.
Go in it to have a meeting. So I'll need to use the wind tunnel that everyone has in the basement.
Excuse me, Mexican neighbors. Can I use your house while I'm in this Discord server? Yes.
Wait.
Yes. Please vacuum me. Please keep vacuuming.
Let me whip out my Vuvuzela real quick, guys.
Yeah, and keep vacuuming and yelling over Xbox.
Yeah, can you please have the kids play in this room? I know you have enough other rooms, but can you just have them sit in the background here and play very loudly? That would be very nice.
Yes, and here's and yes, here's plenty of slippers for the mom so she can go full chancla.
Yeah, muchas gracias and all that. We speak, dude. We speak perfect. We like
poor favor.
We've been like Americans longer than you have, dude. Like,
yeah, basically, dude.
Yes, see yo tambien. Muchas gracias, my amigos.
Sí, yo hablo mi quesadillas and jalapenos.
Please.
Como aced us? Como.
Please, we're not going to give you our Wi-Fi password. Please, you're a homeless man. Please, dude, leave the house, please.
Senior?
Please use a VPN.
Speaking. Earlier we were talking about shows we're watching. I just started watching The Wire.
Yeah.
Fucking first season is fucking immaculate. Second season is kind of dog shit, but the entire premise of the main plot is the most hilarious shit on the fucking planet.
Yeah.
And I have to watch it. Have you seen The Wire before?
Yes.
Yeah.
That one
Okay.
may actually well be my favorite show.
The second season, this is for everybody that doesn't know, a serious fucking crime drama about fucking Baltimore, right? Like very, very in depth about the politics around policing and stuff, as well as like gangs and shit. The second season's all about these dock workers, and the only reason like everything is being uncovered is because these fucking these Polish dock workers, get a stained glass window of their dock worker thing in their fucking church, and then the head of the police department wanted to put a stained glass window in there instead and got butthurt.
Yeah.
And then just started investigating them solely because of the fucking stained glass window.
Yeah,
He's like, they can't make that much fucking money. No way, that's not possible. No. We have to have the fucking window there.
That is 100% The Wire, though. That is just the quintessence of that show. It's like the real world where all important shit happens because of stupid reasons.
Yeah, I know.
It's so fucking good.
I actually just finished a series that just released on Amazon Prime called Clarkson's Farm. And it's Jeremy Clarkson.
Slaps.
And yeah, he decides to run his farm. Oh god, that fucking Garfield, fucking fuck you. That's so cursed.
I know.
Oh shit.
So like he decides to run his farm on his own, and literally he gets a bunch of people to help him out, and they just treat him like the fucking man-child he is. Because he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. It's like the first thing he does is he buys his giant Lamborghini tractor from Germany. It's like twice the size of any tractor that you would use in the UK. And everybody's like, why the fuck did you buy that thing? And then he goes and he buys all the implements. It's called Clarkson's Farm. He buys the Lamborghini tractor, which is way too big for anything in the UK. And like he buys all the implements to use with it. But then he learns that none of the implements are compatible with the tractor. So they have to modify. And like the best character in the whole series is this dude named Caleb, who's a local farmer who they hire on, and he just constantly trashes and down talks to Clarkson because of how much of a fucking idiot he is.
I mean,
it's just.
Clarkson was the one who basically did gardening with a shotgun, so...
Yeah.
Basically, he literally did.
Yes.
That's not the only fucking thing that he did. There was the whole thing where he tried to film like what he called a skidding about video, like a drift vlog, and he just fucking.
Lol. Oh my god, that's beautiful.
Do you remember when he rolled the Super Impreza and he got out I don't know, it was a Lexus or some shit, and dressed it up like a Super Impreza,
So
and then
it's just
rolled
like a
that
modern
as well.
version of Downton Abbey, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, both the funniest and saddest part was he decided he was gonna get a flock of sheep.
Oh right, yeah.
And like one of the sheep, I forgot what happened to it. It like something happened with its organs where it couldn't reproduce, and it was like, well, we have to call this sheep. And he made the mistake of like before it was being sent off to be culled or killed, he grew attached to it.
God.
And he just got so fucking devastated when she was like put down.
Yeah.
And it's like you fucking idiot. You do not grow attached to these things. You're gonna kill them in a couple months.
Yeah.
It's a really good series. It's a really good series. And I think they're gonna I think they're gonna do a season 2 because his farm actually turned out. I mean, he only made 150 pounds in profits from his first year, but they're like, "This was great. Let's do a second season."
Yeah, I mean, obviously that's the thing that really pulls in the casheronis.
Yeah.
What is Heinzke streaming here? What's the?
I'm just playing some EU4.
Okay.
By the way, before I forget, I found this real life meme going to one of my favorite places in Chinatown here. I'm pretty sure someone was murdered right before I showed up. And I think this is
Bruh.
the funniest shit ever. I don't know. I saw this plastered all over the fucking windows there. And so for context, this place is ran by this like old Chinese woman and her daughter, and I'm thinking it's the old one that shot and killed the motherfucker.
God damn.
But I love the juxtaposition of Mr. Smith and Wesson, and then the fucking happy dumpling under it. It's fucking gorgeous.
Oh no, like middle-aged Asian women, you do not fuck around with them.
Actually, I've been wanting
They will
to.
fucking destroy you.
I've been wanting to have like a City of Mist character that is in like a middle-aged Chinese woman with the mythos of Duke Nukem.
Heinz.
What would her name be,
England's
perchance?
disgusting.
You are?
Let's brainstorm what potentially her name could be. Duke Chinese? No. Duke
Coca-Cola.
Hong Kong. Duke. How about
Gook
Nukem?
Yeah.
Hey, I already came up with this. Anfash, you remember when I sent you the picture of the fucking Chinese guy with the machine gun? Let me find that. Where is that?
Yeah,
Oh,
well,
speaking of
Wait,
this,
who are you?
Speaking of the Chinese, did anybody catch that article this morning about how they're banning effeminate men from media?
they've been
based-
banning a lot of things from a lot
Yeah.
of media recently.
I love how they basically banned multiplayer video games from like the target audience, and it's like, oh, good job everybody, all you shitty ass game developers. Guess you're gonna have to make real video games now.
Finally,
Oh, no.
yeah, I saw this like this 4chan thread about it, how like China, in an
Nah.
attempt to destroy
Nah.
gaming, inadvertently saves it.
Yeah, they save single player gaming now. It's like, thank God.
Thank you, Chinese government.
Thank you, Winnie the Pooh.
Chinese
saving the
government.
video games industry.
But oh God, there's
Don't you
another
just-
train. Sorry, there's a train coming.
Don't you just love it when you unpack an official mod tool from the developers, and it turns out one of their files is corrupted?
Based.
Sad.
Oh, I just love modding. Yay.
Yeah.
That's an extremely good segue for the thing I wanted to tell you all, which is you're all fucking gay.
Oh my god! How did you
mean,
find out about this?
I
Sandra?
figured I was a
Not again.
spy.
He's outed us. We have to dispose of him.
Was it because I played
the only way-
the I'm Gay song one too many times?
Yes.
I was actually I told Anfash about this earlier, right? I had it so when we were in Italy, I had an opportunity where we were all in the car listening to music. You know how you sometimes you pass the phone around and everyone adds a song to the Spotify playlist.
Right.
I
right.
could have added
yeah.
the I'm Gay song, but I forgot to do it.
You are a disappointment.
It's so terrible.
You are a complete fucking
I am-
disappointment. Burger.
Yes, I am
You
so
should feel
ashamed of
ashamed.
myself for not having done
You,
that.
repent.
I don't know how I could
Repent.
repent for this. There's nothing
For
I
the
could do.
Church of Gayness, repent, sinner.
Quickly,
Uh,
Thou
making a note
sins,
on my
thou
phone
sins
so that I
are
can play that
enormous
song.
and numerous.
There's nothing I can do.
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
not.
Somebody say something earlier about my absolutely disgusting race betrayal.
When are you leaving Scotland again?
No, I mean the EU4 thing.
I don't. I don't know.
Heinz,
Yeah.
just to say, you are completely disgusting for playing England. You absolute Fucking scoundrel.
Yeah, England's pretty gay. I'm not.
Not only am I playing England, I've conquered half of Scotland, and I'm working on Ireland.
Here's my problem with these kinds of games, right? Because I
I'm trying to get into the mindset of the filthy colonizers.
I feel like if I played this like once, right? I'm no longer necessarily interested in because then I'm like good at it, right? So what I would ideally want is I'm interested in seeing like the alternate history scenarios that play out. But the problem is, if I'm good at the game, I'm going to be better than the AI. So it's always going to be...
That's the inherent problem with these strategy games.
So
It's
what
just
I
AI
would prefer to happen
causes-
is to just everything is AI run.
Yeah, but the problem is you can't get that good because the game's hard, and you keep getting your ass kicked because you're impatient.
Yeah, but that's the same thing the other way around. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like the problem is they don't invest enough in AI. Like, no matter how much they say, no, you have not invested enough in AI. But then again, to invest heavily in AI, you have to be like.
But to be fair though, I would be very happy if this game had just had an AI only mode.
Okay.
Yeah, you can do AI only. Yeah, you can do AI
I'm sorry,
only.
how?
It's like
mods, more or less.
Yeah, you have to use
most
mods.
of the time.
Actually, speaking of...
It doesn't even have to be mods. You can select a spectator role when you launch a game through the console.
Yeah.
That too.
Okay, then I suppose Europa Universalis, which I played for the last time in 2014, is going to be back on the menu at some point.
Okay,
Posh. You don't have all the expansions.
Oh boy,
Posh.
I'm realizing that I only have.
Yes.
I have a handful of them.
I don't understand this meme because she's hot. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, again, I just find it funny, but I don't understand it.
Yeah.
She's hot. Why would you not want her to follow him around?
She is hot, yeah.
Maybe he's racist. You know, that's
And?
the word.
Yeah,
So does that make you like have horrible taste?
I mean, Thomas
Bro,
even if I was a neo-Nazi.
Thomas Jefferson had slaves. That didn't stop him.
No, he just had jungle fever, like hard, dude. He was fucking.
Dude, just because you unslim doesn't necessarily mean you're racist. Although there is a heavy correlation between racist people and slavers. Just saying, not every slave owner
just saying
is
though,
racist.
if I was like a neo-Nazi that like crucified and burns Jews and shit on the stake, I'd still hit it. Like I don't know, like I feel like
you have unfathomable power compared to them. It's because of the power imbalance.
No, it's not. No. She's hot.
Can I just ask a question?
She's hot, but then at the end of the day, it's like.
I don't become. I mean, I guess I do become retarded if I was racist.
I just want to ask one question. Okay. Burger, you're afraid that my show is gonna get canceled? Holy shit!
Well, this is not a show. This is just cool hangout with the fellas and some bitches.
Walking warrior, person I've never met before. Why would you possibly think this would get canceled?
You've met me. What?
Who?
You've met me.
I think we've never. This is the first time we've ever spoken.
I'm sorry if whoever DM'd me, I can't get back to you because I have to record Discord. So,
shit.
If you have a very urgent message, please DM one of the mods that is in the call, and they will be able to.
I do not give you permission.
No hablo.
You DM me, I
Ingles?
will ban you from the server.
No hablo English 4K.
So apparently China just banned femboys. That's it. Everybody fucking nuke them.
Why would we want to go to war? They're based.
Femboys are disgusting. I'm sorry.
See, French, this is why you shouldn't have tomboys.
Now tomboys. Now that's.
No, femboys and tomboys both have their respective audiences. I'm just saying I like both.
No. Tomboy supremacy.
See, this is why you shouldn't have me blocked because we already had this conversation.
Why are you just into people named Tom?
I don't have you blocked.
Oh, I thought you
That's
did.
so funny.
Who else is
It's so
there?
funny because my
I thought
parents
there's a
are
couple-
oh my god.
Okay, whatever. So Burger, and everybody else. So I've been reading more into that Green Antarctica alternate timeline I told you about,
Yeah.
like last month. So I've been reading more into it, and you know how I talked about like the religion that the Antarcticans has is like they view God as like this evil force that's constantly trying to kill them and shit.
Yeah.
Well, one branch of the religion, when they met the rest of the world, the rest of the planet, they discovered Jews, and they were and
God.
they looked at the Jewish religion, and this faction was like, "Yo, your God is just as evil as our God. Why are you worshiping him? Why are you putting up with his bullshit?" And they're like, stop worshiping God. He fucking hates you. You know,
Yeah.
and like so like they're like responsible for most of the Jewish hate crimes because it's like they'll go to synagogues and like burn the synagogues down and like forcibly shave the people, and they're like but they're not doing it because they hate the Jews. They're doing it. It's like we're trying to save you. You got like Stockholm syndrome. Stop worshiping God. He hates you.
That is fucking
Well.
wild.
I mean that kind of parallels. It's not the Docetists. I don't know who the fuck it was. I think it was like Gnostics, but like one of the first like Christian groups
What's up,
that
my
emerged, like in like proto Christianity and shit. They
Nothing
believed
much.
that the God of the Old Testament was like the devil, and like Jesus came back to combat him because literally their two ideologies are completely fucking antagonistic towards each other. Yeah, I think
These
it
are
was the
going to interrupt
Docetists.
my mind, so
I'm
gonna.
pretty sure.
This is-
So,
Because of that, like in the modern timeline of this alternate history timeline, like Antarcticans are like banned from Israel. They're not
Banned?
allowed to go to Israel.
Antarcticans are banned from Israel. What the fuck?
It's
Holy
an alternate
cow.
it's an alternate history timeline called Green Antarctica. There's a massive Google Doc for it. It's a really fascinating timeline. However, it's incredibly like dark because like I said the last time, it's like what if humans landed what if Antarctica was habitable and humans landed on it, but then you have like 40,000 years of them being exposed to like brutal harsh climates, 6 months a night, 6 months a day, and animals that are just so violent and so dangerous that it just breeds.
You know, like
it just
penguins.
Yeah.
So
Well,
wait,
yeah.
so when you say Green Antarctica, so it's a tundra of some plant life, but it's still a fucking frozen hellscape.
It's like Siberia or like northern Canada.
Based. That's cool. Would farming even be possible in that type of environment? Like all?
They do farming, but like nearly all their crops are like based off of are like root and potato type of plants.
Yeah, that sounds. Oh yeah, like
they
iron.
survive primarily off of fish and crab and shit like that.
Yeah, like they have like several domesticated versions of penguins. Like there's one cuisine they have. It's called gut soup, where they have a domesticated form of penguin, which they send out into the ocean just to gorge on fish and just anything they can eat, and then the penguins come back just like over full of fish, and then they force the penguins to pick it back up and they eat that.
So they eat fish whole, and then they basically made sapient nets. Sentient.
Pretty much. They also they also have there's also breeds of monkeys called hive monkeys.
There are monkeys?
Well, they came over. Well, like the ancient history for Green Antarctica is that a lot of the animals crossed over from South America and Australia, so they're nearly all like marsupials or like South American animals, and like these monkeys came over from South America like 20 million years ago, and they evolved to form like a hive, like a very communal society. So they're called hive monkeys, and the humans actually, because they're so good at foraging, the humans domesticated some of the hive monkeys, and the hive monkeys go out and gather food for the humans, or that's what they used to do before like industrialization and all that.
I'm sorry. What do the monkeys do?
They're hive monkeys. They're called hive monkeys because they live in very large communal troops, and they go out and they forage for food, and they're really good at doing that. And they go and they forage for food, and they gather it up for the whole troop. And so the humans that came later on exploit the hive monkeys and take from their supplies. If that makes any sense. There's also because the author also based a lot of this on Lovecraft. So there's no cosmic horror in there. It's just the way the Antarcticans behave and the way their religions are. It's very cosmic horror-esque because
sorry, you go.
Oh no, so like that's why they view things like God and stuff like that as like a fundamental like instinctual evil, because it's like why would a benevolent God create such a harsh and terrifying landscape that we live in?
Don't believe in like a benevolent God. They believe in like great.
I mean, if I was a god to make a harsh and malevolent landscape, that'd be pretty cool.
It's like there's like still massive glaciers and stuff in Antarctica, and they view the glaciers as like the Great White Terror. Like they have a fear of whites, like snow. They view snow as like a great danger, which it is, because. And stuff like that. They also have there's a couple countries in Antarctica which are just like these city states where they're called sunken cities, because when they discovered that they could use coal, once they used up all the coal that was on the surface, they started digging mines, and they realized that the mines, even in the dead of winter, maintained a steady, stable temperature. So they were like, why don't we just live here? And so you have these massive cities all underground, and they're called like sunken cities. Like the largest one has like 3 million people, and there's like people who have never left the sunken city, the sunken mines, and it's really fucking cool.
So it sounds like the Antarcticans are basically just uber mega Inuits. That's the vibe I'm getting from this.
Yeah, but their population came from Australia, so they're more.
Oh, so they look more. If I said you said Argentina.
Welcome to Antarctica.
Well, the animal populations.
It's not Antarctica. It's Tarka. Australia, Antarctica.
Over here we have our domesticated penguins. They go fish for us.
That's a bit more New Zealand than Australia.
Why are they suddenly Kiwis?
There's also a bunch of other stories that are really fucking dark that I don't know if I should talk about here, because they involve like children. Animalism. And they involve like bestiality and children and rape and stuff. So
back up, bestiality and children. What
the fuck are we talking about?
Hang on, now you have me interested, good sir. My friend,
I just got here.
Listen,
I just got here. Y'all motherfuckers are talking about like domesticated penguins and child rape. All right, I want to know what the context is.
Okay. So they're
making their kids fuck penguins. That's the question I'm asking here now. Why are they?
Okay, so they're not fucking penguins. Okay, some of them took the hive monkeys and like bred them to look more and more human, and yeah.
I have not got an answer as to what the fuck is going on right now.
Oh, they found this is just we're talking about Australia. It's
okay.
Yeah,
Australia. All right, cool.
So there's a mythology. There's a legend. There's a legend in Green Antarctica called the Yellow King, which again is another like Lovecraft.
Wait a second. Yeah, I was like the yellow. Yeah, I know the Yellow King or the King in Yellow.
So in this timeline, there was a warlord who came from one of the sunken cities, and he's called the Yellow King because when he was growing up in the sunken city, he apparently his skin and his face got permanently stained with sulfur. Yeah. So he was called the Yellow Chinese. He became the Yellow King, and the legend goes.
1990.
And the legend goes, he went on a horde. You know, he managed to form an army. He went conquering across the land, and when he went to this one city-state, like he created these massive bombs that they used to blow up the gates of the city, and they went into the city and they conquered the city. And
turn off my VPN. I need to do cybercrimes real quick. One second.
And one of the things in their culture at the time they had to do when you conquer the city or conquer the kingdom was the leader of the army had to go and publicly execute the royal family or the leaders himself or herself in order to legitimize, to say, I conquered the city, I rule over you, I dominate you. So you have to go in and you have to kill the leadership somehow.
Sounds pretty hot, honestly.
So oh, go ahead.
I just want to acknowledge.
All right, I'm back.
Heinsky, is there really a portion of ocean off the western coast of Ireland called the Dingle Sea? Please move over to the Dingle Sea. I want to see the
Dingle Bay. You mean
the Dingle Bay?
Dingleberry Bay.
And then there's the Donegal Bay, the Dongle Bay. I'm calling it the Dongle Bay. No one can stop me.
I'm not shooting you. That's literally where Ampash was born. He crawled ashore from the Dingle Bay.
Ampash left. He's no longer here.
Oh, okay.
So we can talk behind his back.
Sad noises.
Really quick, let me finish up this legend.
You do that, and they'll say they'll call you the N-word in your chat, and then your second channel will get banned.
So the Yellow King goes and he conquers the city, but the royal family's smart. They're like, oh fuck this guy. So they all committed suicide.
Oh, damn.
As like a fuck you to him, and he got pissed. He got really pissed because this meant that all the people in the city would not respect his rule, and they would rebel against him because he's not the legitimate ruler. So what he did, they found the bodies of the king, the queen, all the princes and princesses, and they lined them all up, and he proceeded to rape all of them. And then he forced his generals to rape all of them. And then he got his soldiers to rape all of these. Apparently at the end, like the bodies were just mush.
That is a classic war crime.
And it was like that's how we do things. It's like not even in death can you escape my wrath.
That is pretty hefty, dude.
Yeah, so
he took all of the successor children to this royal family and raped all their daughters.
And he raped the king, he raped the queen, and he raped all the princes and princesses, and then forced his army to do the same.
Oh, so they gang raped everybody. So they gang raped everybody.
Yeah, it's
just the ancient boys having a good time. Yeah.
Hang on a minute. This is just the history of Japan.
Yeah.
Anyway,
you're not wrong.
Anyway, just Google Green Antarctica. It's a real trip.
That is wild though. Like legitimately.
Is that it's not Cuddy Bonds, it's what's his fucking name? Fuck.
I know it's even cooler. You know it's also a cool like internet story thing. You guys know about Mystery Flesh Pit?
Yes. Oh, Mystery Flesh Pet looks so fucking cool.
I learned about that from Wendigoon, by the way.
Oh, I thought that was just like some image that it was.
No, that's it's a whole like
there's a whole lore
project.
to it. Yeah. There's a whole lore
it's
to
a whole
it.
it's a story told through tourist through maps of the park, tourist information, all this stuff. It's really good letters and stuff. But if you want to,
it's a combination like national park / like tourist trap / like theme park, and then also like an industrial park because there's like anyway, Silver Runner, you brought it up, so you keep going.
I have to.
Basically, in the 70s, a surveyor found a massive mouth to an even bit more massive underground creature, which is
somebody
space.
Post a pic of that.
And give me a second. I'll have to find a picture. It's great.
Somebody else post this.
Oh, by the way, and I will send you a video on it too, because there's this great channel called Wendigoon. I'm plugging this guy. I know. He does his whole thing is that he for some reason the Rwandan genocide's popping up in my damn YouTube feed. So I guess why not?
I can vouch for Wendigoon. Wendigoon's a really good channel.
I would recommend him and everybody, but Burger specifically, he does icebergs, but like they're actually good. Where he goes down like conspiracy theory stuff and what the hell is Mystery Flesh Pit? Flesh Pit. Where's my boy? There's my boy. Copy.
There's the boy. Goddamn.
Here's the video. Here's the fucking video. Here's the video. Mystery Flesh Pit National Park. And then I will find you don't have to watch it, but like I don't know something there. Then I will get you the
It's really fleshed out because what was it? Coca-Cola made a special version of Coke based on like
using the fucking pheromone hormones from these.
There's these hormone stacks in the park, and like the you can go swim in the hormone pools, and it's supposed to make you feel really good and like kind of get you hyped up and shit. And they extract that hormone fluid and they put it into a special version of Coca-Cola.
Sold really fucking well. Makes you fuck a lot. Like
let me find because
it's more like aphrodisiac basically.
The amniotic thermal springs. Here it is. Here's an actual diagram of it.
Yeah, and here's the guy who created this. He actually made an advertisement for the Coke.
Yeah. Can't find it.
Upload.
Yeah. 1 second, guys.
Yeah, it's called Coke Heartthrob. It's called Coke Heartthrob, and it's supposed to just make you really horny.
I thought that said cock for a second.
God damn it.
Being a real neighbor right now.
One thing, to get back to the real world for a second though, right?
Mm-hmm.
What is this ivermectin situation, Americans?
Oh, okay, I can explain that one.
Why did Joe Rogan?
All right, so I'll answer this question. Okay, so there were studies. So early on during COVID, right? They were basically throwing whatever they could at COVID to see what would affect it. And one of the avenues they took was ivermectin, which essentially is utilized as a horse dewormer, so like to get rid of parasites from horses.
Yeah.
And they found that a large quantity of this could actually affect coronavirus. The problem is that the amount of ivermectin you need to take to actually affect any like the virus would be significantly over a lethal dosage. So essentially what's happening is people are like, because they don't trust the vaccine or the government or whatever the fuck, they're going out buying ivermectin, which they're buying horse medicine and taking it to try and get rid of COVID.
Wait,
Joe Rogan
is not vaccinated?
Rogan did not get vaccinated because he did not trust the vaccine. Because he felt it was unverified, untested. So of course, when he got COVID, he decided to just throw whatever the fuck at it. Like he took ivermectin, he took some steroids, he took like a whole bunch of shit. Like
because you wouldn't want to do anything that's untested. It might not be safe.
Oh wait, Yeah,
Son of
so
a
like
bitch.
no, like literally, like I was at a tractor supply up north of town. Tractor Supply is like a nationwide farm supply store. So like I was up there a couple days ago. I just happened to just like be browsing like the veterinary medicine, and they have huge signs up saying, "Will not sell ivermectin unless you have proof that you own
I've seen those
livestock."
pictures.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
there was a dude, there was a
Yeah.
politician who died from like from like injecting horse medication because he didn't want to do a vaccine.
Yeah. But it
Dude.
just it was just honestly just like stunning. It's like, wow, this is really happening. They have to like vet that you own livestock before they sell you.
Is
Honestly,
Rogan like actually
right.
dying now? Is that the situation?
He's not dying. No, I doubt he took enough of it in order to get a lethal dosage, but it's not going to do anything for him. It'll probably just give him like really bad diarrhea, and he'll probably shit his brains out.
Yeah, no, because one of the symptoms of taking too much ivermectin is you shit out your intestinal lining.
He also took, I think, an anti constipation like drug, or something. Like he took some sort of diuretic. In addition to that, he is going to be shitting his. And COVID already like makes you shit your fucking brains out. Like he is going to be dumping that toilet. That was so much unprocessed venison. It's insane.
Honestly, though, it's kind of a waste of time to make people prove that they own livestock. Just let them. I think that shitting themselves to death is a fitting demise for these people.
Back up. COVID can make you shit yourself.
Yeah, it gives you diarrhea.
No, the ivermectin gives you diarrhea. Not COVID gives you diarrhea.
COVID does in fact give you diarrhea as well.
Silver, my man.
Yeah.
The vaccine gives you diarrhea. It gives you worse diarrhea than any of the other things.
Shut up.
I think a diuretic will probably give you worse diarrhea.
So does 5G. 5G also gives you really bad diarrhea.
All the vaccine did to me was just make me really sleepy. That's all it did to me.
I got really tired and like fatigued and my muscles hurt. But that was
my second shot, I had one horrible night of like not being able to sleep because I was in fucking insane fever.
Yeah.
The Mossad battle mages can also inflict diarrhea on you. That's the power that they have.
But my fucking like left bicep or whatever was just my left arm was just real sore afterwards, and that was it for me.
I'm thinking I might go like night clubbing on the night I get my second vax.
Good.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a
good luck.
So you guys still be careful though, depending on where you are, because I mean, down here it's basically all back to fucking lockdown. We're not locked down because we never locked down, but like shit's gotten just as bad down here because of Delta variant.
Guys, I want to ask. So you could die. So COVID, you could be coughing out blood and leaking fucking shit from your asshole. Well, and just die, just die in just like a blood.
You don't really cough up blood. Like, I mean, you cough, but like not as much as you think. It's more that you just like have labored breathing. Like your lungs just don't fucking work anymore.
This is why you can say like COVID doesn't give you diarrhea. It's a very unlikely possible symptom of COVID.
Yeah, it's mostly really it's a side effect because you get COVID-induced pneumonia, and that's what really fucks you up.
Yeah, the main symptoms of COVID are like fever and dry cough.
Symptoms may appear 2 to 14 days after exposure. Fever, chills, cough, shortness of breath, fatigue, muscle or body aches, headache, new loss of taste or smell, sore throat, congestion, nausea or vomiting, and diarrhea.
Yeah, those are they're pretty much they tend to be listed in like the order of how likely they are.
I got literally all of those.
Damn, dude.
Oh, dude, fuck.
Oh,
condolences.
So
that's not true. I did not vomit, but I did have diarrhea.
Damn.
So another funny thing that happened with the whole ivermectin like horse dewormer shit is that there's an ivermectin subreddit, and it got bombarded with both horse furry porn and literal horse bestiality porn. All the titles are like getting my horse dewormer injection. It's just like just like massive horse cocks like come everywhere.
Wait, are Are they like posting like actual like people getting fucked by horses, or just like
No, they're
raw
posting
stuff?
like furry porn and shit.
Yeah, they did initially, but then they turned just furry porn of just like just horse furry porn.
Rest in
Okay.
peace, Mr. Hands.
This is
because they realized like, oh wait, the horse bestiality is
Mr.
actually
Hands?
illegal.
So basically the US had the more vaccines and was able to give more people vaccines from the very beginning.
Mm-hmm.
And now Europe is over 70% vaccination rate, and America has completely stalled. Whereas Europe is just also stalling, but not that.
I blame, dude. I fucking
blame.
I'm gonna blame the British as usual because the anti-vaxxer movement spawned out of England. All right,
did it now?
It
That's
did.
very
Yeah,
No, it
H-Bomber
did.
guy-
H-Bomber guy's video.
was English.
H-Bomber guy's video. Yeah, because it's like after he was like totally disbarred and like, well, not disbarred, like discredited in the UK, he moved to the US and just found a whole new market to lie to. No, that H-Bomber guy made a really good anti-vax video about the dude. H-Bomber guy's anti-vax video is probably the best video covering.
Yeah, he
the whole
actually like, goes
anti-
through the study and like goes through like the methodologies and shit like that. It
Yeah.
was really thorough.
I have a
Yeah,
question. Was Mr. Hands that Boeing engineer who died from getting a horse?
Yes. There's a whole.
Time out. This is the first time learning that he's a Boeing engineer.
Yeah, he worked. Yeah, that's why he died, because it's like he went
Because
to
Boeing found out.
Well, no, because he went to this farm. He got fucked too hard by the horse, and he knew he needed to go to the hospital, but he knew that when he went to the hospital, Boeing would find out and he'd lose his job. So he didn't go to the hospital and he died.
Oh god. So
what the fuck is happening?
How
Mr. Hands? Yeah.
Yeah, it's Mr. Hands. There's a documentary about it. It's a really good documentary.
Oh
about.
god. I can...
I'm gone for like a week, and this is the kind of shit that has apparently happened in my absence.
This is like
ancient history. I remember hearing about this shit.
No, it happened in like 2004.
Yeah,
Was it 2004? I thought it was older
Yeah,
than that.
It was because
horse incident, a horse sex case happened in July 2nd, 2005.
Okay, I do know it happened that recently, because before that happened, 26 states in the United States did not have laws against bestiality. After the Mr. Hand situation, they all banned it. Like, because it happened in Washington State, where at the time it was not illegal, but after the Mr. Hand situation, they just banned it, and then all these other states were like, "Oh yeah, don't fuck animals."
Holy
Also,
shit, he sure as hell looks the part.
Different shout out to fucking New York.
Fucking New York over here. Hey, I'm fucking
Because they've been
walking
fucked this week.
Oh yeah, they got flooded.
Yeah,
real
apparently
bad.
it said on the news earlier today that it is the very first time that New York City had to declare a state of emergency because of flooding.
Yeah, no, like the subways. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
And Chris Reagan's moving to New York, so good for him.
There's so much.
I wasn't worried about New York until I learned Chris Reagan's moving there, and he might have to deal with flooding. Yeah.
Well, I mean, he's originally from New York.
Shut up. All right, I'm sorry.
Oh, my favorite video that I saw on Twitter of like all the flooding was this Spanish person. I think they were probably Puerto Rican. And he's like on the stairs, like looking down to the subway that's completely flooded. And you just see these rats just swimming, like a pack of rats just swimming along. And I'm like, that's New York.
Yep.
Yeah, the
And
strange thing to me is
they
that
didn't even
apparently-
seem bothered. It was just like, yeah, but we're going for a swim now.
Apparently, all Americans, every single one of them, still doesn't believe in climate change.
I believe.
No, I do.
It's about 50% actually.
Not a single one does.
Oh, I thought I did.
Apparently, this is because like I don't watch American media all that much, but Basically, is this true that like the media never talks about how this is made by climate change? All of these, like every week, there's a new historically unprecedented weather event.
It's very unlikely. You might have like an opinion piece on it occasionally, but like usually it's like cable news definitely doesn't talk about that ever.
What the fuck?
Well, yeah, like I mean,
I watch the German news pretty much every day, and every day there is some story about how climate change.
Well, here's the thing, Burger. The existence of anthropomorphic climate change is about a 50-50 thing in America. Like, about half of Americans don't believe in it. So when you position that as a news story, it comes across as incredibly biased. So they don't do it.
You can't see my facial expression, but it's very tormenting.
I know.
Okay, there was one really cool picture that came because Philadelphia also got flooded.
I just left Philly. They got flooded.
Yeah, this is supposed to be interstate. This is supposed to be Interstate 676, but now it's a canal.
Oh, that looks actually. Dude. You know what? That looks kind of cool.
Yeah, I'm like they should.
Listen, okay, let me explain something about Philly, okay? Because I went through there. That place has the worst infrastructure I've fucking seen in a city.
Oh yeah, Interstate 676 is a fucking disaster. They should just turn it into
I've seen traffic signs that I've never seen in my life in Philly. Like it was weird. Like it's you see a traffic sign, it's literally like you do a loop-de-loop or some shit. Like I'm not even kidding.
Oh yeah, no, I got a story. Because like Interstate 676 is supposed to be like the truck bypass around Philly, but because of like laws and shit, the bridge between New Jersey and Pennsylvania, like, is not interstate. So like when you go on the interstate, you're going down the highway. Then you gotta get off the interstate, go through like a couple city blocks, get onto a bridge, get off the bridge, go through another couple city blocks in New Jersey, and then you get back onto the interstate.
I'm sorry, you can only get from one state in the United States to another state via an interstate road.
Well, the interstate road is not really an interstate.
Okay. That would have been very strange.
Philadelphia is a fucking disaster when it comes to like highways.
Really is bad. And there's potholes everywhere. Yeah. Weirdest shit I saw. Some of the highways in Philly, they have traffic lights that teach you how to merge.
Yeah.
Like they have like a light that tells you when to get onto the fucking like highway. It's fucking weird.
I saw this thing though recently that apparently in America you don't do the zipper merge.
Well, that's where you get people to merge at the actual merge, like for construction or when the lanes go down.
Like this is something that transportation departments have been attempting to teach Americans to do, but they just don't do it.
Oh no, I tried to do it.
You're a professional driver, so you understand how this works.
Oh no, I hate it because like they have signs at the construction site saying, "Do the zipper move, do this, do this." They have all these signs, so it's like I do it. It's like everybody's piled up in the one lane. And so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do the zipper move. So I keep driving for like another mile. I get to the merge, and then nobody lets me in because they're like, "Hey, asshole, you cut in line." I'm like, "No, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. Fuck you." And then eventually, I had to like force my way in.
America's going to erode my trust in democracy.
We're a fucking disaster.
How has Britain not done this for you already?
You trust in democracy, Burger.
No. I've never claimed that was the case. I'm just saying it's eroding it.
I will say, real power move in this Philadelphia shot that they got the fountain in the park still going.
Yeah, I mean, they don't have a short. Actually, you know what? They should make this a permanent installation, though.
I do like this. They should keep it.
It looks really nice.
Like how the bridges look over the water.
Yeah.
I honestly thought that this might have been like a fucking like just a river or something like that at first, but I looked closer and it has the goddamn highway signs on it still.
Well, you can see where the road comes out of the water at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, I'm not American, of course, but people have been telling me about Philadelphia, and they're saying that's actually very nice as a city.
Yeah, I like it.
I mean, it's got a lot of history, and it's got
very
really
poor.
good.
It's poor, but it's like kind of like poor that's like endearing. You know what I mean?
They got
Like-
really good food.
I had no idea being
I had
poor was
a
endearing.
Philly cheesesteak recently. It was very
it's
good.
like that hip industrial look. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of like that there everywhere.
yeah.
Just all over the place.
Actually, the best sandwich I ever had was like just outside of Philly, and it was at this place where they made like a Philly cheesesteak. It's like it had like the meat and the cheese and the onions and the mushrooms, and then they took the whole sandwich with a pair of tongs and they dunked it into like the meat juice bin where they pulled the meat out of. They dunked the whole sandwich in there, and it was so messy, but it was one of the most delicious sandwiches I ever had.
That is unholy.
My penis is growing.
You know what I had
Yeah,
Philly, dude? Dude, in Philly, I ordered. Well, we went to this fucking axe throwing place. That was like made out of this like old warehouse, and we ordered pizza, and we ordered a Philly cheesesteak pizza, and it was fucking amazing.
Oh yeah.
Wait, you put
sounds
Philly
amazing.
cheesesteak on your pizza? That's beautiful.
It was like steak, and they had like American cheese on top of it with the mozzarella. It was so good.
Oh no!
You know what is very difficult to get in Germany is low moisture mozzarella.
Really?
Yeah, you only get like real, actual Italian mozzarella here.
You can get that here too. But
It's really fucked up. It's really fucked up that America gets the average American has better access to like quality Italian ingredients than the average German.
I'm pretty sure we got more Italians than Italy at this point.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's true,
yeah.
but I feel like that's the case.
Also, Florida man, you gotta remember, like the mozzarella we have isn't really authentic because apparently authentic mozzarella is made from water buffalo milk, and that's all of our mozzarella is made
Italian
from
water buffalo milk.
From the
yes,
California
but ours.
Water buffaloes?
Yeah, but ours is made from cow.
They make absolutely amazing gelato out of buffalo milk. Trust me.
Yeah. We don't have water buffaloes domesticated over here.
I mean, but I think you can still get like the good shit from. I mean, actually, wouldn't it spot? I mean, you might be able to get it. If you pay a lot of money.
Hang on. How long does mozzarella last?
Quite a while.
Good, authentic mozzarella.
Yeah.
I mean,
it was made specifically so it could last a long time.
Yeah. All you have to do is just like you buy the mozzarella in Italy, you just pack it with like dry ice or ice and just overnight
I think you pack it in water. No.
Well,
but
water
like
and
the average, because it's very difficult for me to get like San Marzano even canned San Marzano tomatoes here. It's rather difficult. I have to go to the special store, even though Germany has an obsession with Italy. Like this is a beautiful, beautiful saying that because I was in Italy recently, and an Italian said this to me. The Germans, they love the Italians, but they don't trust them, and the Italians, they hate the Germans, but they do trust them.
No.
Oh, hey! I wanted to ask you really quick, Burger.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know you were on one, but when you went into Italy, you went by train.
Yes.
So did you get to ride like one of the Pendolino trains? You know, the tilting trains.
No, I was riding on high-speed trains.
Oh, okay. I've seen those Pendolino trains and they look really fucking cool.
Italian tilting train. I have no idea what this
Fitness
is.
in Philly got fucking flooded. Based.
Wait, which got flooded?
I'm pretty sure with all the flooding in the East Coast, I'm thinking of Planet Fitness just got flooded. And
Planet Fitness.
Does Planet Fitness actually suck? Like, do they ever get rid of the lunk alarm? Because that just has like a discrimination law all over it.
So Planet Fitness, in terms of like gym environments, is not like the best. Their rules are kind of strict. there. Like the benefit of Planet Fitness is usually cheaper than like other gyms. Like it's a lot cheaper.
Yeah, it's like $10 a month. It's super cheap.
Yeah, I think it's a bit more expensive here, but like yeah, you can get it for pretty cheap.
Yeah, the thing is that the reason Planet Fitness is so popular is they ride on the stereotype. Yeah, that's a Pendolino.
Yeah, I didn't even see one of those.
Oh,
Wow.
those trains are so cool.
That looks like an alien penis.
But like,
alien penis.
But like the reason, like one of the main reasons Planet Fitness is so popular is they ride on the stereotype that if you're a newcomer to the gym, you're gonna be made fun of, which is not true.
That's not true at all. Like
that's not. It's not true at all.
Bullshit.
They ride on people's self-esteem issues.
The whole
is
lunk
basically what they do.
The lunk ad campaigns are funny, and I understand people like getting intimidated and like uncomfortable. That's not an entire gym. Like there are narcissists, and then there are people who are just who go hard and like who go really hard.
I've had people do like really annoying shit at the gym before. Like when I went to like LA Fitness, like there was this one dude. I don't know what the fuck he was doing. He was just kind of pacing back and forth from like the wall to like my machine I was at, and he would go over and tap the wall, and then walk over and start tapping on my machine. And each time I thought he was trying to like tell me to get off the machine or something like that. But no, I don't know what the fuck he was doing. He was just like,
a lot of people have like rituals they do at the gym, which is kind of annoying. But
that's fine. You do a ritual. Don't do it on my machine, though.
Yeah, you just kind of have to learn how to ignore them. But it's like I kind of like because I was a member of Planet Fitness for like a couple years, and eventually I canceled my membership with them. And I got a membership with the YMCA. And like the first time I went to the YMCA, I was really fucking nervous. And I just went and just did some basic cardio and some basic lifts and like I actually like one dude like came up to me, he's like good job, man, congratulations. Well, and I was just like, that's really fucking cool. It's like he's because I'm like this fat dumpy guy and I'm at the gym and he's like, hey, everybody's got to start somewhere.
Yeah, I've never had that happen to me before. People just usually ignore me. Like that's usually how gyms are. People just like people go there, they put in headphones, they don't ignore.
I think you know, but it's just like the whole stereotype that Planet Fitness rides on is not fucking true. It's like most of the time people either ignore you or they actually try to encourage you.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
So my work just installed a gym, right? But first thing is they haven't installed the shower yet, so like most people aren't using it because they don't want to like go to work and get really fucking sweaty and then like not have a way to like clean themselves off. So I would think I'm the only one who uses it at this point, which is like sometimes like after work I'll go on like the treadmill and go for a walk. And at first, I didn't use it at all because I was really like self-conscious about like doing it around like my coworkers and shit like that instead of like strangers. I was like, it'll be fine. No one will care. No one will say anything. It's fine. I go in there and start doing it, and just as I start working out, the fucking head of business development walks in, and with like some person he's going to tour. He's like, and this is our fucking gym. He doesn't say fucking, but whatever. He says this is our gym. This is actually the first time I've seen anyone in there. And then he closes the door, just like, great.
Ooh. Ooh.
No, so okay. The one thing about the YMCA that I kind of got used to. Also, I think what kind of helped with
me.
Okay,
so I'm sorry. The YMCA is it's a gym.
So the
YMCA
is a community center. It
I've
originally
never
stand
been
for the Young
quite
Men's
because
Christian
it seems to be
Association.
many different things.
So it started out as a community. So it started out as the Young Men's Christian Association. It was like as a community like center for young men, but then it evolved into just a generalized community center in the 70s. A big thing that happened was apparently they had like cheap housing, like apartments you could rent. But now they're just community centers and fitness centers. I used to go to my local Y for the gym, but now they're doing community shower things, or from like 11 to 4. They open up they close down to regular patrons. And they let the homeless people bathe and shower.
That's
Commendable.
So
That's
they
pretty cool.
basically
That's
they
really
just
cool.
do provide gay services to the community.
Yes.
Yeah, basically.
Yes. Gay.
Have you not
gay
seen the
but
Village
great
People song?
services.
I mean, yes, I
But-
was never
well-
quite
well-
certain why, but now I get it.
Now you
Well,
get it.
Well, actually, our YMCA merged with the YWCA, so now it's both men and women can go. So,
Yeah. Well, I mean,
it's the
we could go-
bisexual community services now.
but I think it also helped me to fit into the gym pretty quickly as I started up in May and not January. So it kind of was obvious that I'm trying to take
I
this
ended
seriously.
in May because of COVID, and also because I stopped being able to afford going to the gym.
But like
I just work out at home.
the one weird thing, and I know the one weird thing about going to the Y, is just like there has. I don't know if this is like at every YMCA, but like there's just like a group of like elderly men in like their 50s and 60s who just hang out in the locker rooms naked, just chatting it up with everybody.
Dude, that happened at LA Fitness too. There was some fucking old
As
dude who
you
just kept
do.
talking to people while he was like naked in the fucking like. Dude,
Yeah,
don't
it's
talk.
well,
Like your dick, when your dick is out, don't speak to me, please.
Yeah, it's like there's like these 10 dudes and they're just in the locker room and they're all naked. They're all like fucking like showering or sweating or changing clothes and they're talking about like sports or politics or hunting and
I'm
it's
sorry,
just like
is it not normal to like when you're in the locker room and changing and showering naked, talking to strangers about current events in America?
No,
no.
you don't talk to
No.
anybody about anything. Maybe because they're your friend, but like
yeah, if it's your friend, but it's like and I don't know, maybe these guys are just like a group that go to the gym together.
maybe, I don't know,
so.
but like I tend to not like. I don't usually see people talking in the locker room, and when I do, it's like people who know each other. Like it's like I don't know. I feel like when your dick is out and like you're trying to like change and you're sweaty, it's not a good time to have like fucking small talk with somebody.
This is maybe this
That's
is
where
a
you're
German
wrong.
thing,
You
but
tried to
people
fucking
here just,
talk to somebody
it's
in
very
a
normal
locker
here to do that. It's very.
So Herbert, whenever
else-
you're talking to someone at the gym though, and you're in the locker room, do you keep eye contact with their dick or like what? Like how is that?
You
work?
don't look at
eye
any.
contact
You
on
don't look
them.
at anything. Maybe you make short eye contact with their face. To be fair, I'm not quite clear on the etiquette because I do prefer to like go home and shower. But yeah, it's
I
unless
usually
I have
do.
something
But
to do.
I usually go home and shower, but I usually change in the locker room.
Everywhere else in the
Well,
world,
yeah, no,
other
you
than like
just
Muslim
sometimes you-
majority countries, outside the U.S., like a lot more countries are comfortable with some sort of nudity than like the U.K. and the U.S. and Canada.
I will admit, I do.
Talk about the training or the weather or something. I mean, it would be very awkward to just everyone be naked in that room. That would be more gay, not talking, than to just talk like normally.
There was a
the
guy on another Discord
It's more
server.
gay. All right, cool.
I mean, the way like my gym routine is that I'll put my I dress up in my gym clothes at home, and then I bring a bag with like my regular clothes.
Yeah.
And I'll go to the gym. I'll throw my bag in a locker. I'll go, work out for like an hour or so, and then I'll come back to the locker room and I'll strip down, grab a couple towels, and go shower, and then come back out and put my regular clothes on. There's these guys. They're in the locker like when I come in to dress down to go shower, they're standing around naked in the locker area, chatting it up with each other. I'll go shower, come back, and they're still hanging out.
That is weird. That is weird.
I mean, okay, you know what? I get like being comfortable, or like not being like offended by nudity and stuff. Like you not like the human body doesn't irk you in some way. I can get people like that, but like standing around buck ass naked, not like putting your drawers underneath your underneath your towel. Yeah, that seems just like
the nice thing about
now one thing I think that might be because there is a sauna. There's a sauna connected to the locker room, so maybe they're like cycling out of there. I don't know. I don't use the sauna.
Yeah, and you're fucking.
Oh,
in there.
you don't recognize the same people, right?
Yeah.
Listen. You cannot convince me that saunas are not just for dudes to fuck in. All right, that's just all they're for. There's no other reason for them to exist.
I haven't gone into this.
They're also for Finnish people to get drunk in.
And fuck other men, yeah.
I mean, they are Finnish. So.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
I feel like Finland gives me mean pansexual energy for some weird reason.
Sexual energy.
Mean pansexual energy.
If anything, it gives more ace
when
energy.
you're 5 miles from the closest person at any given moment, you gotta fuck what you can find, alright?
I didn't see what were you saying?
No, that's what I was going to say. It gives me more ace vibes than anything else. Nobody stands within like 5 meters of each other.
That is true. I saw
all-
like pictures of fucking like Finnish bus stops in the middle of winter. There is a frigid blizzard, and there's like 15 people standing there, and they're not like crowded in this considerably large little house. There's just one guy in there, and everyone else keeps at least 5 meters distance. I'm surprised the coronavirus even happened in Finland. It might not have. I don't think they ever get close to each other like that.
No, it's too depressing for the coronavirus. From what I hear, they're all always plastered and expressionless.
Yeah.
And I mean, my dad is a Finn, and what I hear about him seems to jive with that pretty well.
I mean,
But,
I get 90% of my information on Finland from my summer cars, so I know I'm heavily skewed. But yeah, it's like everybody's drunk. Everybody's just drunk, and they race cars.
It's really weird to me that Finland, like it has just the gayest language in the world. Let's be honest about this real quick. But at the same time, they're also like the most badass nation in the world when it comes to wars. Because
I love the story of that one Finnish soldier who was like they were fighting the Russians, and
He
like
got hooked up on meth.
Yeah, he like took like his entire platoon's dose, like stockpile of meth at once, and just was like roaming around like Russia and Finland for like a month.
Oh, I mean,
here's my theory, right? Here's what I like to think about the Winter War. Wait, what was it? What?
The Winter War.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, shit, my brain just melted. Sorry. Yeah. So here's what I like to think about the Winter War. I reckon that all of the people who were on skis, the ski battalions, were just like out on a regular big game hunting trip, and then the war happened. They were never conscripted or anything. They never volunteered. They were just like hanging out in the woods.
I mean,
like, hey, America, there's some fucking Russians over there.
To me, it's like, shit, there's a war going on. I mean, shooting humans is more or less the same as fucking shooting pigeons, I guess.
The wildest thing...
Because we brought all this alcohol, we might as well light it on fire and throw it at tanks. I mean, why not?
Wildest thing is this one guy who basically... He was just on skis, riding around his neighborhood where the Russians were, and he was just killing them with, like... I think he had, like, just sights on his rifle. He didn't even have, like, a scope. He was just shooting Russians in the head.
Oh no! He
got shot. He got shot in the face.
He definitely did not use anything apart from sights. It's Simo Haya.
They mortar shelled the whole area that he was in. And then
he used like his personal like hunt.
Simo Haya.
He used his personal hunting rifle as well.
Yeah.
It wasn't an issue.
He became a marksman mostly because he fucking went hunting.
Yeah.
That's how he became a huntsman. It's like, you become so good at hunting, you can hunt people now.
Also, you gotta remember the Molotov cocktails, they produced on an industrial scale. It wasn't like a homemade thing. They had factories producing Molotov cocktails.
Yeah,
nice.
Yeah. So that's the dichotomy of the Finnish. Is that
I mean, to be fair, look, listen to this, Burger. It is a well-known fact that the Kingdom of Sweden, during like the 7 Years' War and what was his name, Carolus Rex, all those wars of conquest that that Sweden did, one of their most elite troops were more or less Finnish people.
Yeah.
their elite cavalry was trained Finnish people.
I mean, that's a pretty common thing throughout history, but of course it's Finnish people.
I mean, yes, but
honestly, I think Finnish people are just the Sigma males of the world.
Yeah, but it says a lot when you train your cavalry with Finnish people, when you already have, like, the most elite of your units as Swedes.
Yeah.
And this was back in the day when Sweden was based as fuck.
Also,
like, super powerful Sweden.
Also, during the 1960s, Finland was actually friendly with both NATO and the Soviets. So they kind of played both sides, like a lot of countries did during the Cold War. They were kind of playing both sides, and because of that, they were able to get the MiG-21 fighter jets like a couple months before the actual Soviet Air Force did.
They also had Messerschmitt 262s and such. Not 262s, sorry. The other ones.
But they had to go to the Soviet Union to train.
Hey guys, I'm gonna bounce. Have a good night, everybody.
All right, later.
Bounce. See ya.
So they went to like Archangel to like train on how to use the MiG-21s. And apparently the story goes is that when they were there, they saw like one night when they were out drinking on the base, they saw like a bright flash of light in like on the horizon, and that was also the same time that the Soviets were testing the Tsar Bomba. So the story goes is that the Finnish pilots saw the flash from supposedly they saw the flash from Tsar Bomba.
Okay.
Oh, I just thought that was really cool.
I can't get over the fact that there's just a city in like very northern Europe, like the middle of fucking nowhere, that's called Archangel.
Yeah.
That is so wild to me for some reason.
It's pretty metal.
That's also where the Soviets drilled like the Kona borehole, which is supposed to be like the deepest hole into the Earth's crust.
Yeah,
and that's also where you get like the conspiracy theory that the Soviets drilled into hell.
And also that's where Coca-Cola's from.
Yeah.
It's from the Bay of Cola. They just fill it. This was the real reason for the Cold War, was as the Soviets were going, oh no, we're trying. This is why Pepsi was on the side of the Soviets, because they synthesized their own Coca-Cola.
Apparently,
yeah.
Apparently when they first started shipping Pepsi to the Soviets built their own vending machines to serve out Pepsi, and instead of like dispensing like cans or bottles, the way it worked was it had like a cup on a chain that was chained to the vending machine, and so you put in your money for Pepsi, and it dispensed the Pepsi into the cup, and you drank from the cup, and then you put the cup back, and then the next person.
Fuck.
Yeah, let me try to find it. I was just thinking about it. It's like, God, that would not fly these days.
I mean, that is insane.
That is disgusting.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me find a picture of it.
Please don't.
Please do. I want to see this.
Okay,
Same.
Oh yeah, here's the article. How the entire USSR drank from the same glass and never got sick.
What do you mean, and never got sick?
That's the title of the article.
What?
That is wild.
I'm hella confused. How could he not get sick?
I mean, if you're exposed to more germs.
More pressingly, how did nobody come in there?
Right?
They just have a higher blood alcohol level.
These fucking Russians. Hey, I'm telling you, these fucking Russians, man, they ain't fucking human. Eh?
They really are not. Man. It's wild.
Like, wait, didn't you do a video specifically on this about how Russia is specifically like this fantasy world?
Yes, I did.
Oh god, that was ages ago.
I'm very disappointed.
I resonated with that video so much because it was like, I see so much crazy shit from Russia. I'm like, This video explains a lot.
Yeah, but the main reason for that is honestly that it gets recorded more. The crazy shit happens everywhere all the time. That's the nice thing. Russia just has its very individual brand of crazy.
I like how in the initial deal where they were because they were trading Pepsi for an equal value of Stolichnaya vodka. So Pepsi became the largest distributor of vodka in the United States because of that deal. But eventually, like America, I think it was after the Soviets shot down that Korean 747 that was full of Americans, there was a massive boycott on vodka.
Yeah.
So like the Russians still really wanted Pepsi because they loved Pepsi. So they were like, here's part of our navy, Pepsi. You can have like these ships, and then Pepsi became the fourth largest navy.
Yeah, and all these old Soviet ships. One of the funniest, like, weird things that got recorded on camera, things from Germany, that I know, is basically like this guy who's robbing a gas station, right? Like not just a gas station, but like a highway resting stop, right? He just goes in there with a gun. And it's like, yeah, give me all your money. And the woman is like, no, I'm making sandwiches. And it's straight up, he's like, I'm sorry, what the fuck are you saying? Well, I'm making sandwiches. I can't, the cashier's over there. I'm here right now. I have to make sandwiches.
Sigma.
He was so confused by this. He basically, it's like for like 5 minutes, and he's like, well, what the fuck am I supposed to do now? I have a gun. Like, you need to do this. What am I supposed to do? And she's like, well, leave. And he does. It's just fucking.
She's got a job to do. I mean, she can get fired if she doesn't make the sandwiches.
Yeah.
Yeah, damn.
Ah, dude, that is the funniest thing that has happened in Germany.
It's also the most German thing you could think of, because I'm sure if he'd come along with like the correct paperwork, it would have been fine.
I actually have the paperwork I have a license to rob you.
Well, license is a license.
About Germany.
Although, to be fair, Germans don't like bureaucracy. The German government likes bureaucracy. They're very fond of it. I'm trying to do something very basic currently.
I don't think anyone really likes bureaucracy.
I'm like trying to get renting assistance, and it's unbelievably complicated.
Oh, trust me, a lot of people appreciate German bureaucracy, especially after World War II. That was really good in helping track down.
Yeah, it's like, oh, look who went to Argentina.
Yeah.
Oh.
Look at where all this gold went from these poor Jewish families. Hey, Switzerland, you know anything about this? Of course you do. There's another not to take up too. Okay, so I watched a documentary from Canada about how the first McDonald's opened up in the Soviet Union. Because it was McDonald's Canada that did it, because obviously for obvious reasons the U.S. McDonald's couldn't do it. So it was this whole documentary, and they're talking about like, oh, we built this new meat processing plant and distribution center, just outside Moscow, so we could give the Russians the authentic McDonald's experience. And then it's like they go to opening day, and there's that iconic scene of the McDonald's in Soviet Moscow, and the huge lines going for miles of everybody wanting to try it out. And the news crew go into the restaurant. They start interviewing the Russians, and they're eating their Big Macs and fries and all that. And they start asking, it's like so you waited for a long time to get this. What do you think about it? You're eating the iconic, American thing, and like most of the people are like, it's all right. It's kind of expensive.
Hell yeah, dude.
It's like that's because it was like the documentary was building up to like the Russians experiencing like classic Americana, and they're just like, it's okay, I guess.
Yeah, sure. You know, I need to. I have. This is very bad because
I spent like half a day's wage on this, and I'm honestly not impressed.
I want to. I am currently, because I'm between vacations, I'm not doing the intermittent fasting thing right now, and I'm craving a nice sandwich with butter and some bal badyak and some thicky cheese. But at the same time,
I'm sorry, what did you fucking call it?
I don't
Yeah.
really want to. Thicky cheese, you know, just nice cheese. Just thick
nice,
cheese.
rich, creamy cheese. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I am.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna get back into that whole thing when I'm back from vacation, because I'm doing another. I'm not. It's not really a vacation. I'm just visiting my. I mean, it is a vacation. I'm visiting my grandmother. Which I mean, actually, I need to record a bunch of videos for that time period, like 1 or 2 at least, to keep you all supplied. That's gonna be what I do most of the next week. But yeah, it is actually time to end the stream. So thank you all very much for watching.
Have you pushed the button yet?